PLC Network here with another unboxing, this time coming from a familiar name. Once again, this is HELM Audio, and we have their brand new pair of headphones here. These are their sports headphones, the around the neck design with the wires that come up and into your ears. This is their HELM Audio Triple Driver HD Sportsband. And we're kind of excited about this because of the fact that it's triple driver. We love drivers, so we've done a lot of stories throughout the years, with everything from dual driver to like I think it's 10 drivers is the most we've ever done. Say 8 or 10. 8 or 10. Oh, I don't know either. But it's incredible what you can fit into these, into earbuds, but once you hit triple driver, that's when everything starts to get interesting. And we think that triple driver, or we found in a lot of brands at least, that triple driver is a good balance, So that's for your average person who's just looking for wow. And you typically get really good audio out of that kind of a setup. And then, when you get into quad core and everything else, that's when you're really trying to pinpoint certain frequencies and or effects from what you're trying to listen to. Let it be for mixing with earbuds, which you should be doing over the years for the best accuracy, but musicians absolutely could benefit from certain types of driver styles. But again, triple driver is just such a good balance for the average person, especially for consumer listener. And we're just guessing, we haven't even listened to this yet, so we're just guessing it's going to sound cool because we've been pretty impressed with HELM Audio so far. They've had some of the best true wireless earbuds for range, distance at least range, and then the audio-wise, it has sounded really good. I mean, their true wireless really shined when it came to like rock and roll and just like heavy music that just you just wanted to rock out to, and balancing that with 60 to 80 feet worth of range was just amazing. But you're not going to get that kind of range, I don't believe, out of this. I think this is only like 30 feet or more, so this is going to be your average Bluetooth range, distance-wise, but since it's triple drivers, it should hopefully sound way better than their true wireless even. So it's Bluetooth 5 on top of all of that, so you're going to have aptX HD and everything else. You're going to have, just the latest and greatest of all your Bluetooth codecs, and a really solid connection between the headphones and your device, especially if your device supports Bluetooth 5.0 as well. So you're going to get really good audio quality out of this because Bluetooth 5.0 has a much better throughput of bandwidth than the generations before it. So it allows for, less compression to the music, allowing more frequencies through. So that's always a positive goal for any kind of pair of headphones that you're looking for that you want to sound really good. Inside, each one has an 8.6 millimeter dynamic driver paired with 2 balanced armatures, and that's, in each ear, so and that's what's delivering the sound to you, and it's broken up between highs, mids, and lows, and, it's got a lot going for it. You get up to 25 hours worth of use, and its battery life, it's IPX4 rated, so you get some waterproofing in there as well, more water resistant. So IPX4 isn't the highest, but you're not going to want to go swimming with these or anything like that. But if you're jogging, if you're on a bike or anything like that, if you're at the gym, you'll be just fine. It should be able to last through sweat and light rain and dust and things like that. But yeah, all of this for about $129, I think so. Yeah, so $129.99, so $130 gets you this, so let's go ahead and take a look inside. Let's see what it looks like, see what it comes with, and then you'll go to the website later on at plcnetwork.net, where we're going to have a full review about this later on to actually let you know what we think about it once we've given it a, plenty of time worth of listening. But the case that you're given is actually perfect. We've seen some interesting cases for some of these sports style around the neck earbuds. Some of them are just, thrown into a little bag, some kind of a pouch or something like that. And sometimes you get a case for it, and the case is just huge and doesn't make much sense. This is great. This is a good balance. You have a hard or a semi-hard shell case here, and it's thin. It's really thin. So this is going to be good for packing away. So if you want to throw this in your backpack or something like that, it's going to fit perfectly. And yeah, it's not going to take up a lot of space. You also get the pouch, so if you do decide to go with the pouch instead of using this, you can still use a pouch. This is a little bit smaller than this even, but it's not going to offer it as much protection. I'm guessing these things will bend up really well and spin around or coil up and drop into here pretty well. But in here, it looks like we got some accessories, and of those accessories, besides this really cool pleather pouch, vinyl pouch thing they got going here, with their logo on the front there. It just looks nice. It's the pinch style, just pinch to pop open, with the hinges on both sides showing. Has a really good appearance to it. I don't know why it is. I love that. You have 3 sets of tips. So you got small, medium, and large. So it's going to be probably preloaded with either large or medium. I'm guessing medium. So you have your large and small here. And then you have a couple pairs of sleeves here, or wing sleeves, however you want to look at this. But it just helps to hold it inside of your ears. So you can customize this, to the shape of your ears. So you want to bounce it between the tips and the wings to make sure that you just get a nice, good, solid fit. You don't want it to fall out of your ear, but you don't want it to be too tight at the same time. You want it to be comfortable. That way you can listen to hours of music at a time without, having to pop them out and get rid of the fatigue that it's building up in your ears. Yeah, so you want to have a good balance to that. At the same time, you do want a lot of you want a lot of enclosure in there. You want or a good seal at least, because that's what's going to give you a lot of that bass. The more the looser it is in your ears, the less bass you're going to get. So it all depends on what you need and what you want to hear, and as well as what you want to hear around you. So if you're jogging, you might want to hear traffic or whatnot. So you might want to dial down the tips a little bit, but stick with a good wing format so that way, it doesn't fall out of your ears with all the motion. And then you have a USB cable. It's just micro USB, nothing fancy. I mean, nothing fancy. USB-C is kind of like the norm now. Yeah, so that doesn't exactly make it fancy, but you get a little bit more of a faster charge and data rate with that. With something like this, I guess that's not really necessary. So USB or micro USB is just fine. But let's take it. I just love this case. Inside, you have a Sportsband HD navigational map to take the helm. And it gives you instructions on pairing, charging, troubleshooting, and of course your warranty. And you have some specs on the back, which are also right here. And controls. It teaches you all the controls and everything. You have a 3-button inline controller here, which is right here. So you have your volume up and volume down and a play button in the middle. That's your multi-button feature. It's going to offer all the same things that you're kind of used to finding in these, so one click, long click, things like that is going to be able to control volume, or you're going to be able to go to next track, previous track. That play button is going to pause, play, activate, deactivate your voice assistants, as Siri or Google Assistant. Turn Sportsband off, is going to be a long hold. We know when you hold it down, that's going to be turning it on and off. So a lot of these features are pretty similar to just about any pair of headphones that have a built-in inline 3-button or multi-use 3-button inline controller. And let's take a look at it here. I'm going to pull this out. And as I mentioned, you got a pair of each already on there. So this is going to be your medium pair of your tips, medium pair of your wings here. And the actual design of these are pretty nice. They're pretty slick. They are magnetic, so when they're around your neck, you can just slap them together and they'll hold together. So that way they're not flying all over the place. And it just helps to sort of keep it around your neck and not fall off in case you're leaning back or something. But mostly so they're just not swinging around and catching into things and causing damage to the headphones. Now, the headphones themselves this kind of reminds me of, we had a pair from a company, Liner. They also had a really lightweight pair of headphones that look quite similar to this. Now, these probably sound way better, I'm assuming, just because it's coming from HELM Audio. But similar to that other one that I had mentioned, it's just incredibly lightweight. There's like hardly any weight to this whatsoever. It's probably in the specs here. It's not in the specs, but whatever the weight is, it's light. This is really nice. It's not going to cause any fatigue from being around your neck for a long period of time. You're probably going to even forget that it's there, especially if you have a collar, if it's going around the collar. I can barely feel this around my neck. It's a really simple pair of headphones, similar to any other style or any other pair that are just like this, style-wise. But what you're getting that's different with this is the fact that it's triple driver and it's made by HELM Audio. So it should sound fantastic, should be good for rock and roll, and hopefully some other things as well because it's triple driver. So can't say that enough. We love that. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a look at this and spend some time probably over the next number of days and really get a feel for what these headphones sound like so that we can let you know what we think. And that's going to be at POCnetwork.net, where we're going to have a full review about this later on. We're excited. We're pretty hyped up. We want to be able to listen to this and really have some positive news for you. We predict it's going to be positive, so we'll see. So again, POCnetwork.net. If you'd like to be seen here, don't forget to subscribe below, as well as the comment section down there, so we can all chat about this and you can let us know how awesome HELM Audio is in your own opinion, or if you have other experiences, feel free to share. Let's talk about it. And as always, we thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time. If you want to stay on top of all the latest and greatest, and or at least the gadgets we cover, remember to subscribe right here. Subscription button. Click it. You're going to want to. There's lots of videos, interviews, previews, all sorts of stuff. Button. Click it.